Hey guys, welcome back to the Fool Show. Of course, I am Foolish Phil. If you like this video, please hit that like. If you really like it, hit that subscribe. I wanted to give you guys my foolish thoughts after Michigan's 93-85 defeat to the Illinois Fighting Illini. Let's just start off with the elephant in the room, I guess. What on earth are you doing, CBS? What were you thinking? It was an 82-80 game with about 2 minutes to go in the game. And here comes Greg Gumbel on the overhead speaker. Illinois calls a timeout, or Michigan, I don't know who. And he says, oh, well, we're going to be switching you to Maryland versus Ohio State after the TV timeout. Like, what? You're leaving an 82-80 basketball game with under 2 minutes, or about 2 minutes to go in the game. You're leaving that for the stupid tip-off of another game? How stupid are you, CBS? My word. I don't care about if there's like some TV deals or anything, because the other game starting was a Big Ten game anyways. Big Ten replacing Big Ten makes no sense to me whatsoever why you needed to get to Maryland, Ohio State first. That is just stupid with a capital S. Not to mention that, Michigan fans like me had to suffer through UConn versus Georgetown blowout to the end, and that cost me watching about a minute and a half of my game. So why didn't you leave the stupid blowout game early and get me to my game on time? Man, CBS, what were you thinking? Just idiots. Just idiots. Well, alright. Let's actually talk about the game and not stupid CBS and how stupid they are. So, first half was Plummer, the Plummer show. I tell you what, 23 points. He averages, I think, 16 for a game. 23 points in the first half. I think he was 5 of 8 on three-pointers. He just come off hitting 8 in his last game against, I think it was Ohio State, if I'm not mistaken. So his hot streak was just continuing. Any opening he got, he was hitting that. He was hitting two-pointers too, getting layups in the lane. Somehow, through that, Michigan was still able to stay in the game. They were down by 8 at halftime. A few things Michigan really screwed up there again is, one, they had early fouls in Illinois and didn't get into the bonus till way too late. I don't know. They started. It's not necessarily that the refs stopped calling plays. I'm not saying that. Michigan stopped being aggressive. They started taking little jump shots instead of going in for the contact. The refs are calling contact. Go in and make the refs call the fouls. That's what they were doing. Then all of a sudden, I know Kofi's a huge guy. Don't get me wrong. But go in there and get fouled and get to the free throw line. Michigan got passive and started missing little jump shots. Hunter Dickinson overall just played a trash game offensively. I know he got a double-double, but he was 4 of 13 with 13 points in the game. And at one point in the second half, they had a little stat thing that Kofi Coburn had 14 points and Hunter had 13. Well, you know what? Kofi ended with 27 and Hunter finished with 13. So what a huge difference there, right? So basically, if you consider them your two big centers, Kofi outscored Hunter from that point on 14-0 or 13-0. 13-0. Like, wow, what domination. I was going to look it up, so I apologize. I was just kind of on a rant about Michigan and this game being blocked out so we could watch a stupid tip-off of a game in the first half. But, I mean, is Kofi? I think he's a senior, right? I think he's a senior. It's like, it made me just wonder, how big would Hunter Dickinson be if he stayed 4 years? I mean, would Hunter be as dominant offensively, like as massively dominant, physically dominant as Kofi if he stays 4 years? That'll be interesting to know. I don't know if Hunter's going to go pro or not because, you know, on the big boards and stuff, he's not on the first 2 rounds of anything. So if he can't get in the pros after this year, after showing some jump shot ability, I don't think he is an NBA player. Maybe he'll go to the Europe or something. I don't know. Anyways, so that's a big thing there, that Michigan did not get in the fouls, did not get to the free throws, because that would have slowed Illinois down. They were just coming down, and you had so many of those. Hunter Dickinson missed little bunny shots, which he normally hits, and then they get, you know, he misses his little, like, 2-3 foot hook shot, and Illinois gets the rebound. They run down and hit a wide open 3. Plummer drains another 3. I think overall, Illinois was 8 of 14 in the first half. So it's like just crazy shooting. Like, you're just not going to win a game like that. That's for sure. At least for Michigan's sake. Another thing Michigan really screwed up was what took so long to get Caleb Houstan in the game. He had his first shot with 8 minutes to go in the half. He wasn't sitting on the bench or anything. He wasn't in foul trouble. What took so long to get him in the game? Because you know what? He was like your best shooter against Rutgers. And I'm sure, don't get me wrong, I'm sure Illinois was scheming for him, trying to keep him from getting the ball. But still, run some plays for him. He'll get a shot. And he'll finish the half 4 of 4 with 11 points, even though he didn't get a shot for the first 12 minutes of the game. So 2 stupid things by Michigan there. Hunter played terrible, didn't get to the free throw line, and Caleb Houstan didn't get involved when he should have. Also, Eli Brooks only 4 points in the game. 4 points in the first half, nothing in the second half. Some Twitter rumors about him being injured, but man, if you're out there, man, let's go. If you can't play and be productive, sit on the bench, man. I would rather have Kobe out there or something instead, who's going to go out there and at least, have a chance to hit some points. Anyways, Michigan's down 8 points at half. And the second half, Illinois just keeps building and building and building. It gets up to 12. I think the highest he got was maybe 15 points. And Michigan's defense was just totally gone. They were taking away the three-pointer, fine, but Kofi was just dominating. At one point, at least I put it down here, they were 12 of 14 on field goals. Then I think they missed their next one. So they're like shooting 80% in the second half. Just insane. And that just speaks to, again, Michigan's defense isn't really that great. I mean, don't get me wrong, they can throw the ball down to Kofi and he'll just get his little layups and such. What are you going to do? I mean, eventually you fouled him and he hit some of his free throws. They hit about, until the end, they hit about 50% for the game. Obviously, Frazier especially had his free throws at the end. But man, just like Michigan just couldn't get any consistent stops. And Michigan wasn't even like playing bad offensive basketball. It's just anytime Michigan didn't score, Illinois was scoring. It's like the lead just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It's like, ugh. But suddenly Michigan, whatever reason, right? The law of averages. Suddenly Michigan gets a few stops, hits a few shots, gets down to like 8 points, gets down to 6 or 5 points, down to 2 points. The crowd's all in it. And CBS leaves. What are you doing, CBS? I know it's getting back to that. So I just had to follow game track a little bit. And it looks like Caleb Houstan probably missed a jumper. Hunter Dickinson missed another 3. And there you go. And Illinois, Kofi hit a couple, it says jumpers on my game cast. I don't know if they hit little hooks or layups or whatever. But they hit their shots, and Michigan didn't. And they pull away for an 8-point win, it looks like. Yeah, 8 points. I mean, it is what it is. You're not going to win games playing that weak of defense, Michigan. I mean, this is another one of those games where Michigan, if they were playing anything, I'm not saying they played bad offensively, but when your best player, Hunter Dickinson, goes 4 of 13, it's like he was afraid or something. He was short-arming so many shots. He was like in such a hurry to get the ball up, like worried that Kofi would like block it or something. 4 of 13, man. Like, you can't do that and expect to win. Eli Brooks, 4 points. You can't do that and expect to win. Devante Jones played a tremendous game. He had 25 points and 10 assists. But you need more. You need more, not necessarily from Jones, but, Houstan finished with 21 points. And he was hardly used at all. I'm just saying, look at how Illinois used Plummer in the first half. Plummer was on fire, right? Illinois got him the ball. Houstan was shooting fine. And he got hardly any shots. They don't feed the person who's hot well. That's a continual complaint I have. If Hunter's going well, then all of a sudden, he hits 2, 3, 4 baskets in a row. They go to someone else. It's like, you got to get the ball to other people. It's like, no, man, stick with the hot hand. Did Illinois go away from Kofi when he's dominating inside? No. He kept dominating. 21 points for Houstan, and it's just so sad that Michigan didn't use him well today. 21 points, and he was underutilized. It's a game, it just feels like a game Michigan should have won if they just played better. Again, they had 11 turnovers. they're just things they should have done, and they didn't, and they lose. This was, again, it feels like a winnable game, and Michigan didn't win. Kudos, Illinois got the win. They did enough. Their offense was good enough. It just feels like this was a game Michigan should have won, and that they didn't just really stings, especially when Michigan needs. I would say now Michigan has to win probably 2 of the next 3 games to make it into the NCAA tournament. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? So let me know. Interesting game. Lots of crazy stuff going on. Let me know what you guys think. Put the comments in the box below. I'll try to respond as I'm able to. Again, I thank you guys for watching. Please hit that subscribe if you would. I appreciate that. And until I see you guys next time, thanks for watching. I said that already, sorry. And as always, go blue.